Hello, boys and girls. How are you all doing today?
What's up?
Now, wow.
What's up?
The bounce is shouting.
The bounce is back.
The bounce is clearly screaming. And we have a guest, the DebbieRomeo.
That would be me.
If you know, you know. If you don't know, you're nowhere.
You're knowledgeable.
It's Debbie that has this Lagos.
She does. Debbie's
Don't
one of the
let
funniest.
them come for me.
Debbie's one of the funniest people I know.
I'm telling you.
I'm very excited. She has lived 1 million lives.
This is fact.
So we're here. What do you think we're talking about again?
A bunch of things.
Okay.
But Debbie, what have you been up to recently? Before we start.
Oof. Of late, I have been house hunting. Priority.
We'll talk about that.
That
Yeah.
must be so fun.
Yes, exciting. Having the best time. Well, I feel like you guys should tell me congratulations because this MI album is also mine.
Congrats. Actually, you know what? Congratulations. Well done.
Thank you. We've been working hard for years. I'm not going to lie. It's been very tedious. Towards the end of the project, everybody was like, if we just make it to that line,
Yeah, then you'll be
everything
all
will be
right.
okay. So that's what we've done. Thankfully, he's traveled, so I had some time to rest. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. I have a business called Fury, obviously, where I sell all these
Yeah, rings
things.
and that.
Yeah. So I'm doing all of the things at the same time, having a good time, partying, dancing, going to parties where they're bringing me bottles of champagne and I'm the owner of the party, and then hiding in my house as well, which is my other thing.
You hide in your house.
Debbie.
Me?
No,
a
you
lot.
on the road.
Debbie.
I'm the master of illusion. Okay? I give you the impression that I'm outdoors. But if you video call me, you'll see the truth.
Knowing who you are starts with knowing where you come from. We are the now and the future. We know that we live in a world that offers us endless possibilities. We'll continue to win to create when, where, and how we want. And if they ask you how we did it, tell them we only know one way to do it. We don't wait for permission. We do it now. My name is Ayo Balogun, Wizkid, and I am made in Africa.
Before we start, before we get into our actual conversation, let's get into people and there are many problems.
I think today's topic will be fun because we are discussing the uniquely Nigerian disease of being jack of all trades. Literally all the trades.
Any trade.
Any trade you have. And everybody I know has on average had 10 careers at this age.
Okay. So the first person is not a question. It's more like she has a word of knowledge.
Like what?
For all. And she says her name is Hope for the Hopeless. Says, hey girls, first of all, thank you for always keeping me company while I clean the house every Friday. I love you guys. I don't have a problem to be solved. I just want to let people know if you're trying to find love, it will come. I feel super bad when people writing about one relationship issue or the other because I can relate. I know exactly where they're coming from because I found love, like legit found real love. We've been together for 4 years, so it's not exactly the honeymoon phase. And as cliche as it sounds, just keep being yourself, flexing on your singleness till the right person come. There's hope for you yet, my darlings.
Yeah.
You see people, every time you write to us, you'll be crying.
Do you get somebody that is happy now? They're pitying you.
My God, do not
these
let me complain.
See, she was so moved to write to you that these people have so many problems that I must
reach out.
help them out. So yes, they say you should not worry.
Okay.
Our job here is done.
We're done. Okay, up next we have Corporate Baddie who says, I love my boyfriend and we've been together for 3 years now. The problem
Can I just say,
is,
before you say anything, do you know that once she starts any statements with I love my boyfriend, it
There
can
is
only go
disgrace
down.
in
It can only go down.
There is disgrace in the future.
Every time they say, did you say, he's so lovely. I know that rubbish is ahead.
Keep going. Prove us
she
right.
said the problem is he doesn't have swag.
You see?
What I mean is that this guy really doesn't care about how he dresses or his appearance, like in general. A few times he's looked really good when we've gone out together, but it rarely happens.
Jesus Christ.
Aside from that, he's a great guy and takes really good care of me. I love him and see a future with him. How do I bring it up to him that I would like him to put up more of an effort in his appearance?
Okay. You know what you do? She needs to assemble, she needs to get some people. You know, the theatre department of all units, they're on strike anyway. She needs to get an ensemble cast. She'll just say that she signed him up to, we can't call it Queer Iwa and Nige. She signed him up to Extreme Makeover. Do you get? Edition.
I think.
Extreme Makeover Man Edition. I'm telling you that he won. Maybe Malta Guinness is doing a competition.
I have a solution.
Okay, Debbie.
She should just focus on doing like the most for his birthday with regards to like getting people to come, and you see the way she's saying this makeup.
Yeah, so they'll cut his hair.
Make it around something so it doesn't seem like it's out of the blue.
They'll cut his hair.
They'll
Then
cut his hair.
his birthday
They'll
present, I
style
bought him
him.
12 things, 12 outfits.
They'll style him, you know, just let people pamper him. You know, let me tell you something about women. Something about women is that when you see how beautiful you can get, you never want to be unbeautiful. It applies to men.
You're actually putting me in a very, very, very difficult situation. Like, how can you ask me to choose between the Star Redler citrus and red fruits? Like, they're both amazing. I mean, think about it. What's not to love about the Star Redler citrus? The electrifying citrus mix is just everything. You know what? I've made my choice. The Radler citrus can. Are you sure? No. I mean, the Radler red fruits is just perfect. The refreshing new look and great taste. Come on, guys. This is actually very, very difficult. I don't know which one to choose. They're both amazing.
Our final one is for, I think Debbie can help with this.
Okay.
She calls herself Jolly's baby.
Good.
Come on.
She says, hey babes, an OG listener in the house. You both practically raised me. I feel very old.
Jesus.
She said, I've been listening since I was 18.
Huh?
How old is she now?
22.
That's sis, that's tough.
She says, why do short men like big bum bum? Whoa. With 3 question marks.
Whoa.
She says, I'm now 22 years old and I'm quite beautiful, but I just got my freedom. Prior to NYSC, I wasn't allowed to stay out late, wear makeup, trousers, or jewelry. So when I was posted to Jigawa State last year, I went with joy, convincing my mom that I'll redeploy back to Lagos. Who was I kidding? I chopped the money they gave me to work my posting back to Lagos and hustled Ogun State in camp. In brackets, one NYSC officer was toasting me. And there I got my freedom because the day I came back after NYSC, I wore my earrings, trousers, and did really long braids. My mother didn't speak to me for days, but guys, that's how I got my freedom. Anyway, fast forward to now.
Rebellion.
I'm ready to mingle in the pool of Lagos men, but the ones I'm attracting the most are short men. See me, I'm not tall, but I'm taller than these guys. I'm also a size 16. So imagine me and a short, skinny guy. He doesn't gel now. That's what she wrote. And he now has like 8 W's.
Say he doesn't jail now.
In uni, I had better applicants.
Oh my God.
In terms of physical appearance. But those ones were dead guys. Just fine face, height, 0 personality.
Hey, yeah.
So please, Jolly and FK, help a baby girl. Point me in the direction of any fine, tall, 20+ guys you know. You should have banter and an awesome personality too. Because I don't want to write back that my boyfriend and I have nothing to say. Thank you, loves.
Jesus Christ.
I know this fool has been listening for the 4 years.
A long time. Look how the creative rubbish she's saying.
Yes, this is an
First of all, why do short men like big bum? I don't. But it's probably because that's in their eye range.
That one they're seeing.
That one they're seeing.
I don't have that experience.
Your breast is too high.
This is not me being funny. I've noticed that like a lot of shorter men are so confident because if you are short and you are short in like secondary school,
you have to develop a personality.
You have gone through a lot. Yes.
See, some of the funniest, guys, like, the funniest toasters I've had, they are not like tall men or extremely good looking men, but they have the most fantastic personalities.
They have to really develop like
you will laugh your way into
your pants
where's my pants?
Disgrace. Yeah.
You will laugh your way
into fornication. Yeah.
They are so like their personalities are often very big, and I see a lot of women complain about short men, and I'm like, why do all of you have such experience short men? Because you did not know when you started dating this guy.
I'm telling you.
They ask you, you don't know what you're doing. I said, where is? Let me call.
Let me even call.
Let me even call him. And it's just to see
where
what
are you?
He's doing. Where are you?
You're so annoying. You don't know that he's falling in love. You clown.
He didn't call me today.
Now, wow. So if I've died, will you know?
That's how it starts.
That's how it starts. But it's the confidence. A lot of people. Another thing I've realized, the way we play the game in which guys are supposed to approach women if they find them attractive. It's hilarious because not a lot of men are that confident. Nigerian men are a different ballgame.
No, Nigerian men are extremely confident, especially the ones you don't like.
I was just about to say, I think it's the wrong men that are very confident because
my color.
I don't even want to speak on my experiences.
You know that there are guys that have approached me and then they are walking on the road.
They're terrible.
I'm in my car. I've had a guy knock on my window before. So you are a very beautiful girl.
And you don't believe them.
I'm like, okay, thank you. Yes, okay, so can I get your number?
Or just on the roadside?
Yes, so I have to ask him that once you go inside. Like, weren't you going somewhere? Or is it that you were not going anywhere? Who control you? Or like, I was like, no, he's on his way to really give me a
What's
lesson.
about me that somebody came to, I was standing outside a bank. People were slowing down to talk to me. He was standing beside me laughing. After laughing at like 3 men that have passed, then he now talked to me. He said, you should be you're a very lucky woman. Do you know how many women need this? Look at men lining up for you. So what's your number?
That was your number.
I said, so what's your number? In front of Zenith Bank, I can never forget.
I find
Nigerian
bank
men are
runs
so
so
good.
fascinating because, like, I go to the bank like in my boo-boo. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in anything happening in the bank.
No.
I don't even want to see people.
Nigerian
So
men
I'm just
see
like,
your
why
inner
are
beauty.
you approaching me? As in, this is not the time.
Nigerian men see your inner beauty. Wait, let's talk about this, your house hunting thing. How far? Debbie.
Jehovah.
How long have you been looking for a place?
You see that carrying me there, go my husband's house. That's what I need to start singing because at this point I don't want to be independent again. No, this is too much. I've been looking for a house for like 2 months. If I tell you that the last house I saw, which was yesterday, if I stand in the middle and stretch my short ass hands out, I would almost touch the walls. If I have longer extensions than this, the rooms. The things that they're building that they're calling houses in this country are terrible. First of all, I've realized that our architectural issues are crazy.
Yeah.
Then the engineering around the houses, in that almost every house that I've seen, 8 out of 10 houses has water damage in the walls. So the walls are absorbing water unnecessarily. Then 4 out of maybe 10 have water leakage issues from the ceilings. Like, I'm just perplexed. I'm discombobulated.
And a lot of them are new builds. So I'm like, oh, you guys looking at our bag.
The money.
They are doing nonsense.
Yeah.
I promise you, nonsense. They took me to this one house. Okay, so I paid for a house. I already paid for a house like a month ago, maybe over a month ago. And then I went to the house. I wanted to move in. Like a day before I moved in, I went there with the guy to fix the blinds and everything. So the guy came to do electricals. And while I was arriving with my artisans, I met a girl in the house installing AC and painting the wall. So I was like,
Who this?
Did they put mushrooms in my food? Am I hallucinating? What's going on? So I called the agents. The lawyer who I paid to. And then the stories change. It's like, oh, there's a mistake. There's a misunderstanding, this and that. Just take the flat upstairs. So I'm like, okay, I'll do that. I go to the flat upstairs, look around the place. It's the same apartment, obviously. So I'm like, no big deal. I even prefer it. So I go back to my house. The next day, I'm moving my air conditioning. The guy is with me. We're going to the house to install my ACs. My sister is in the other car behind. I'm in the one in front. I get a phone call, hello, from a lady that I don't know who gave her my number. Please, they told me you have the key to my house. The kneeling of a mother, that's what I was asking for at that point. Because I've already told my guys that I'm handing over the keys to my house. I was ready to move. So I'm now like, okay, what's going on? I told them, just wait. I'm actually on my way there. I get there, I meet this girl at the flat. She has broken the door open. Guys.
What?
So if I had put anything in that house at that
it would have been gone.
She was there with a carpenter breaking the door open. And then she was like, it's not my problem, discuss with them. I was like, oh, bitch, this is our problem now because you paid and I paid. So don't give me an attitude like you're the one that has the upper hand. I paid 2.5 weeks ago and I'm supposed to be moving in tomorrow. So let's treat this as our problem before I make it everybody's problem.
Like, I don't understand how you sell the same house to 2 people.
They rented
like,
but I'm not
is the solution
funny.
supposed to be
There's 3 people.
Yeah,
that one
two
is
flats.
a good, better, best. How much you seen on Naira and people will say, I was there with 23 other people. No, it happens a lot in Lagos. Like,
how did they not settle it? Because
they never settle it.
I'm saying, why would you leave it for her?
I don't raise my voice. And I don't like to drag. I'm just from 0 to wickedness. Yeah. That's usually my behavior. If you now be playing with me too much, straight to wickedness, I don't like to discuss. So I called the engineer / house manager guy, and I'm talking to him about it. He's like, oh yeah, the lawyer didn't give us the right information, blah, blah, blah. Eventually, I'm like, you know what, just give me back my money. Because I had already given someone money to do my blinds, measure the windows and all of that. Just give me back my money and let me go away. So it became he became disrespectful. And I laughed the 3 laughs. Ha, ha, ha. And I hung up and I called my soldier. I did. I don't used to drag. I called soldier immediately. I said, Big Sam, I'm having problems. This is what's going on.
Please, I need your soldier's number. I have one problem.
I said, Big Sam, please. This is what's going on. I need my money back. I don't want to drag. He said, okay, when the guy gets there, let me know. I first of all, I'm a wicked girl. I'm sorry. And first of all, instill fear in the people who had occupied the two houses.
Yeah.
I stood outside and when I called him, I made sure everybody heard me. And he was like, oh, is that so? And I finished. I said, good. Anybody that tries me, I will lock up this building for everybody. It will be all our problems in this place. I said, you see how miserable you people have made me for the past 48 hours? Your own will be more than 48 hours. Because they were disrespectful
They just
to me.
were looking like,
Yes.
oh, wait,
All of them
what's
now got
going
afraid.
on?
They got afraid. They now called the guy. This guy who was now talking chaka
I'm
chaka
sure he
to
started
me.
begging.
Talking recklessly, like a rat, like a nonsense. By the time he reached there, oh, I'm so sorry. It was a misunderstanding. I said, just tell me about my money. I said, you don't need to be sorry. What's happened? Let's talk about my money. Anyway, guys, let me just tell you that I got my money in 2 days.
Wow.
Got my money
Zoom took 2
between
days.
Saturday and Monday. My money had arrived in my
Shout out to Big Sam.
Big Sam.
Shout out to Big. Please, I
Best
need
guy.
Big Sam's number.
Big
babe.
Sam is very calm. He said, please put the phone on speaker. Let me speak to him. He said, Engineer Henry, this is Big Sam. Colonel Sam, will not say his surname. He said, this is my sister and she's having these issues. I want you to guarantee me that her money is getting into her account on Monday. He said, yeah, it was. He said, no need to explain. Just guarantee me that her money is getting into her account on Monday. Because if it's not in her account on Monday, she will not be calling you. I will. I said, oh my gosh. I feel so cool.
When my friend was looking for a house, like there's nothing there. He was like, oh, it's okay somewhere. Like when they're like, oh, the guy will be like, is around. So he said that the new thing that they will say is, they'll say is around Lekki. Huh? Then you pass Jacondi. You be going.
Yes. No, you have to be as specific. So
you have to be.
Where
If
is
not,
it exactly?
They say that Yaba area.
You will meet
where?
You will meet
Where?
your Waterloo.
Where?
You will.
All right. So we said we are going to talk a little bit about living
Let me tell you the
multiple
question we should
lives.
ask. I don't want to ask Debbie what does she do. I want to ask her what have you not done.
No, let her start with what she does, and then she'll not tell
Yeah.
us all the things. So, Debbie, what do you
What
currently
do you do? And then what are all the things you have done?
Because we've mentioned MI and his album.
Yeah. So
So people may not know exactly what it is you do.
I am currently creative director.
Okay.
So this means that I do all the things for MI.
Okay.
So this means I do all the things. I review this.
Jola, I want you to be my creative director
Shut up.
as a person.
Sure. But you won't listen to me.
Appearance, everything.
Okay.
From styling, appearance, looks,
Wow.
music videos, lyric videos, all of the content, everything that comes
Yeah.
out, I have to basically
I
supervise.
like this cap that is wearing now. And it's cap.
Yeah?
Mm.
That was his idea entirely.
I'm into
Gotta give him credit. Yeah, so before that, I've done the things, okay?
Mhm.
So this is currently what I do.
Wait, so apart from creative director, you're also doing
I am handling sort of PR/marketing
Right.
for Task generally.
okay.
So I'm supervising the social media team, the people that handle social media and create content. So the graphics guy, the video guys, all of
Yeah.
that, I supervise them for Task. And then I do the same for M. So I supervise the guys that go around with him to make the video content from all
Yeah.
the events.
Mhm.
I'm the one that handles the styling, that gets the stylist to come in to pick the clothes, all of that.
Mhm.
So that's the one side. On the other side, for my business, which is a bag business, we talk about the designs together. My sister is the one that was running the day-to-day. I'm not going to lie, because I was really busy.
Mhm.
And then I sort of sucked my sister into tasks. So my sister now works with
And we are
directly.
still doing the
and
business.
we are still doing it on the side. So we sell jewelry, like all of the things I'm wearing are all from my brand. We sell jewelry, we make bags, we make custom bags. We used to do like mass production.
Yeah.
But then we got too busy. So now we just take orders and make things for people as they come along.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I used to be an OAP at some point in my life.
Oh, wow. You did radio?
I've done things.
Bruh.
I used to be an OAP at some point in my life. I've been an artist, a musician. I had a band. I used to perform.
What?
I
Do you know that Debbie used to sing?
I had no idea.
I used to perform at weddings, at events.
Wow.
I used to do weekly gigs. I used to do 3 days of 4-hour performances.
Wow.
So I used to perform on like Tuesdays, sometimes Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, sometimes Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. But I used to do 4-hour sets every week, 3 times a week.
That's crazy.
Um,
So why did you not leave music?
We'll get into that one.
High fives.
What else?
But then I've done a lot of things. Outside of that, I had a fashion business. So I used to make clothes. I used to make clothes for people. And then I did this runway show one time where I brought all these fashion people together and we all did our showcase, a little thing. Then I used to host parties, so I used to do club.
Which
I
one
used to
have
do
you
club
not
promotion.
done?
So you used to be the one doing Gimme the Ginger.
That used to be me. I used to. So I grew up in Gambia, and it was a small
What? You
community.
did what?
Okay, all right. Let's get into my life then.
What?
Really?
Where was that?
I grew up in Gambia. I lived in Gambia for like 15 years.
Wow.
I moved back to Lagos in just 10 years ago.
What?
That's basically a
Wow.
summary of my journey. In between all of this, I had a serious relationship for 7 years that ended.
Bro.
Did it end amicably?
I've not spoken to him since.
Oh, wow.
Damn, is that hard?
Haven't seen
Sorry to be nosy. But is that
I mean, it
hard?
was hard at the start, but then I have a heart of stone. I'm joking.
No, you don't. I'm about to say, no, you don't, Debbie.
Don't.
I'm joking. No, we had a great relationship and then it wasn't great anymore.
Yeah.
Let me put it that way.